Michael, how would you describe what you just saw from Joker and Jamal? And did anything you saw in the prior 48 hours give you any indication that they had that building?
I think it's the first time in finals history, or maybe NBA history, that you guys had 30-10 triple-doubles. So that's incredible right there. Regarding Nikola, nothing he does surprises me ever. This guy has shown time and time again that he's built for these moments. He thrives in these moments, the biggest stage, and he did that once again tonight. Jamal, I'm really proud of Jamal. And I could tell, speaking to him yesterday, being around him the last 48 hours, that he was putting a lot of game two on him. And it wasn't just him. It was me and every one of our players. It was collective. But that's what champions do. That's what warriors do. They battle back. And I just felt his presence all game long. Forget the stats for a second. I felt Jamal Murray's presence, his energy. And he was here. He was in the moment. And for him and Nikola to do what they did tonight in a game that we needed to take regain control and home court advantage of the series was special to watch. But it wasn't just those two. I felt Aaron Gordon, 11, 10, and 5. I felt Michael Porter, 7 boards. And Christian Braun. I have to give Christian a lot of love. I felt his play. What a bad press room, by the way. I felt Christian Braun's play was fantastic. Did not look like a rookie. Aggressive, strong, physical, confident. And his 15 and 4 off the bench in 19 minutes were very, very impactful. So good win for us, but we did not come down here to get one win.
Up front.
Michael Youngmisuk, ESPN. Considering everything you've seen Nikola and Jamal do, but considering also the stage of which this was done, is this the greatest game you've ever seen those two together perform and do this?
I've been with Nikola for 8 and Jamal for 7 years now. And we've had some pretty good moments, but not in the NBA Finals. And for those guys to make history the way they did tonight, no one's ever done that. I mean, that's what's really neat about it. You get the win. I thought our defense was fantastic tonight. You hold that team to 94 points, 37 from the field, only 11 threes. That really helped us out tonight, the defending and rebounding at a high level. But by far their greatest performance as a duo in their 7 years together.
Mike, as we see the triple-doubles there, obviously, on the stat sheet, but after your comments about the effort, what's it mean to see those second chance points and rebounding numbers and those effort kind of stats? What's it mean to you to see those stick out for your team after that?
It means that our guys understood game two was not who we are. It's not who we can be, especially at this stage of the season. And they responded like they always do. That's one thing I know about our group. When we don't play well, we own it, and we find a way to be resilient and get back to playing Denver Nugget basketball, and that's what we did tonight.
Standing on the right.
Coach, Christian Braun's performance was excellent tonight. Is this performance to some video analysis in which Christian was shown where his opportunities were?
So Christian Braun?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Christian has proved himself all year long, and he was in the rotation to end the season. He's been in the rotation throughout these 18 playoff games now. And if you look around, there's not many rookies playing meaningful minutes in the NBA this time of year. And it speaks to Christian's confidence. It speaks to him being a winner. He's won at every level, high school, college, and now he's in the NBA Finals as a rookie in the NBA. And he just has stayed ready the whole year, mentally, physically, emotionally. That kid never gets too high, never gets too low. Very calm, cool, and collected young man. And I just, tonight, man, I could just feel the confidence kind of oozing out of him. The physical, aggressive drives, making plays for guys against their zone. It was really fun to watch a young man step up like the way Christian did tonight.
Ramona on the right.
Hi, Coach. Way back here. Ramona Shelby with ESPN. I know you said you haven't been to the NBA Finals with these guys before, but how much does just them having been together for so long, knowing how to handle different defenses that are thrown at them, what teams try to do to them, how much does that play here in a game like this?
Well, it's I've always felt, Ramona, that Nikola and Jamal Murray are one of the most elite and lethal two-man game combos in the NBA. And we've seen that growing for 7 years now, and I think it was on full display once again tonight. A lot of guys play with each other. You know, I think those two guys play for each other and off of each other, and they read each other so well. And the best part about it is early in the game, I mean, Jamal was getting blitzed tonight. He had two guys on him a lot, and he didn't fight it. I mean, like, I think early in the playoffs there were games where he was getting attention and he was trying to make, like, the home run play maybe at times. But for him tonight to come off, I got two guys on me, I'm just going to find Nicola in the pocket or Christian Brown cutting, whatever it may be. So it was really impressive, Jamal's performance. But, yeah, those two guys as a two-man combo, they give a lot of people headaches.
Vinny in the middle.
Vinny Benedetto with the Denver Gazette. Michael, you mentioned Christian's confidence. Is that something that he showed up with on day one, or have you seen him kind of grow into himself over the course of the season?
No, he showed up with that. I mean, that young man, like I said earlier, Vinny, when you win 3 straight high school state championships, when you win a national championship in which he never came out of the game, played all 40 minutes, he's very confident, and he should be. I mean, like, we believed in him, we drafted him, and he's everything we hoped for and more. But that confidence is something that his mother, his father, his family, that I think he's had from a very early age.
Third row on your left.
Michael Rojan, Notker Sports Illustrated. You mentioned how Jamal was getting blitzed tonight. That was happening a lot, even with Nicola on the floor. Do you recall that happening often, a team sending a double at Jamal, even with Joker on the floor?
Yeah, I mean, usually it's a lot more likely when Nicola sits. Well, I don't know if you guys realized, but Nicola didn't sit in the second half. And so when I congratulated him after the game for his 32, 10, and 21 rebound performance, I said, maybe we're on to something here. You may not come out in the second half the rest of the series. But, yeah, it's Jamal's going to attack so much attention, but usually it's when Nicola's off, because if you put 2 on the ball, Jamal, and he finds Nicola in the pocket, something good is usually going to happen. The mid-range shot where he's almost automatic, Aaron or Jeff working behind the defense or spraying out to a three-point shooter. So, that's the kind of game that Jamal was having, and he adjusted to how he was being guarded, which is what you need from your starting point guard.
Joe, front left.
Joe Varden, The Athletic. Michael, obviously a ton of individual performances to celebrate, but you came out of both games 1 and 2 talking about how you guys didn't feel like you played well. Do you feel like you played well tonight as a team?
I felt this is by far our best game of the series, most complete game of the series. And it's not because of the triple-doubles or, to your point, all the individual stats. It's because we held that team to 94 points, 37 from the field, only 11 threes. And to out-rebound somebody by 25 in a finals game, that's a significant number right there. And it wasn't just Nicola's 21. I mean, Aaron gets 10, Jamal gets 10, Michael gets 7, Christian gets 4. 28 assists, 60 in the paint. And the fourth quarter defense, only 31% from the field allowed. So, yes, I loved our energy, our effort, our urgency, our discipline. I thought we were where we needed to be tonight, and we'll have to be even better come Friday evening.
Dan, last question on the right side, fourth row.
Over here, Coach Dan Devine, Yahoo Sports. Going back to Jamal, at least 3 or 4 times tonight he had like kind of silence or answer jumpers. You know, they start to get on a little bit of a run, step back over Bam, pull up in transition, sort of pull up on the mid-range. That kind of sense of the moment of when you really need that bucket. Is that something that Jamal's kind of always had since you've had him?
It is. His 1 year at Kentucky, he was a prolific scorer. Obviously, he played off the ball with Tyler Ulis many years ago. And I often laugh when I think about his first 2 years in Denver. He was our backup shooting guard. And now he's getting a triple-double in the NBA Finals. But, yeah, Jamal, Dan, he's a guy that thrives, lives, and excels in the moment. Never afraid of it. And you can't say that for a lot of players. I mean, in the regular season, guys can have really good seasons. But in the playoffs, on this stage, and, Jamal missed our last 2 postseasons, and he's been dying to get back to this setting and just go out there and put on the performance that he's putting on. So really proud of him bouncing back from game 2, as well as all of our players from bouncing back the way we did tonight. And once again, Friday night, we know we're going to have to be even better against a very good team in Miami. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Coach.